The Triple B Podcast would like to invite you to come break bread with your brothers. If you like what you're hearing on the show, if you think we missed the mark, or if we got it all wrong, reach out to us on social media. We can be reached on Twitter at triple_B_pod or search Brothers Breaking Bread Podcast. We are the Brothers Breaking Bread on Facebook, and our email is brothersbreakingbreadpod@gmail.com. Further descriptions are in the show notes. Like, follow, friend, do all that good stuff, and please never forget to break bread with your brothers.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. What up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread Podcast in the house. Hey.
We'll have a little potluck. It'll be good.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's not just talk about it.
This is a beautiful thing, man. It's all this blackness, and we all just getting together, we playing dominoes, we eating, we drinking.
And, food is always just the extra, man.
They deprive these people of their basic human rights, and we call ourselves Americans. We're supposed to be above all this.
They'll fake the crisis. They'll make it seem way out of proportion.
We brothers, we breaking bread.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. What up?
Trying to hold it all together, man. Life is moving fast right now, man. So it's good to hear everybody come through.
I love that, man. I love it a lot more than I could say to you guys.
You know who else went to the bathroom? This nigga, Patrick Mahomes at the parade. This nigga was getting dapped up coming out the Johnny on the spot from what I heard.
With, shit.
I sent you the video.
Sure. Damn it, what are we doing? No, you sent the video. I don't know if I pulled it up. Resend it.
He came out the bathroom and
Yes.
people was touching on him. That's all we need to know.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think
Why
we
we
need
gotta
a video.
remove
Damn.
Yeah.
Also,
nasties?
we're going to talk about the way this nigga just handed off to the Barty Trophy. Like, hold on to this, I'll be back.
That shit's funny as fuck. But
Nigga did put a hold my beer with the Lombardi Trophy, bro.
Yes, he did.
I don't know. I think I saw something that suggested that it was not what we thought it was.
Yeah.
Like that might have been a fake Lombardi Trophy that somebody had in the crowd.
It might have been, but hold on. Before we go further, people might not know the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
If they don't know, they better learn.
And also, there's people out there who want to say all this other shit, PDs, bullshit, holding calls, when even the nigga that was doing the holding said I was holding. Meanwhile, ain't nobody saying 2 blown touchdowns and a fumble. But it's the refs that was the cause of the game. But anyway, so y'all may not know it. Kansas City Chiefs won another motherfucking Super Bowl. We came here last week. We told you niggas who's going to win the Super Bowl. Unlike Fox Sports, who everybody went for the fucking Eagles, who do not listen to the podcast. They probably should. But Patty and the boys came through. They said Tyreek left. We going to be trash. And I get it. Everybody didn't say we was going to lose, but there was a lot of people out there that said we going to be less than. There's a lot of people out there that said that we wouldn't make the playoffs. A lot of people out there that said that Patrick Mahomes is going to be the third, maybe fourth quarterback in the AFC. A lot of people out there that said, like I said a minute ago, once Tyreek leaves, your big play abilities are going to be gone. But now all of a sudden everybody's saying, we never said that.
I don't, I don't
got receipts.
I hope I'm not a revisionist, but I felt comfortable when they traded Tyreek.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't panic.
I know I didn't panic. I ain't say.
Go
I
ahead.
missed Tyreek, but I know I didn't panic because I felt like we had Pat. I said,
well, you had Pat and Kelce, so
Pat and Kelce.
If you got that, I put that up against anybody.
My thing was, Pat is going to outlast all them folks.
Yep.
Eventually, everybody gonna leave like everybody left Tom.
Yep.
This ain't gonna do nothing but kickstart his evolution. And I think he was a much better quarterback this year than he was 2-3 years ago. When we won the Super Bowl the first time around, I think he's a much better quarterback now than he was then, because I feel like he goes through the progressions. I feel like he doesn't force the issue like he used to. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think he takes what the defense gives him. I think before his dick was just too hard to throw that long ball. You know
and if you go back and look at our chat group posts when it's on Sunday, we talking about the Chiefs. We all say, "Nigga, give what they." We said, "Nigga, stop trying to throw the ball deep in double coverage." We said that I don't know how many times. And you know what Tom said to Patty? You don't need them niggas.
Basically what Tom said.
Them niggas need you.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
And so I don't know if I had Super Bowl on my mind, but I mean we were just coming off an AFC Championship game we should have won, and so I felt comfortable with it. I felt like we had a strong chance to get back here and win this bitch, and he didn't do nothing but and it's wild to me how you can watch this nigga for 5 years and still be impressed by shit he does.
Oh, sorry. Stop. Sorry.
Yeah, so I just this nigga just continues to amaze. Like the playoffs he did, man. This nigga had back Jordan flu games.
Yeah,
this is crazy, bro. This is crazy, man.
And I get that. Who was it? On Twitter, people talk, and it wasn't even just Twitter. People talking about he went on halftime and had performance and help enhancing drugs and all this other shit. And I said, even if I submit to what you're saying, PDs don't make niggas have a near perfect half in football. You might be able to do it hitting home runs, but reading the defense, breaking it down, knowing when to, and let's not get it twisted. The nigga threw two incompletions, and one of them when he threw the ball away because it was like, okay, I ain't gonna get no first down. Another one was when he threw a pass to a nigga he thought was open and dropped the ball. The nigga threw a perfect second half, and niggas talking about PDs and a holding call.
Here's my question. Hold up. So this is kind of topic of conversation this week. There were niggas on, saying these sports talk shows, and then I was having a conversation with some of the kids, some of the adults in the building, suggesting that Jalen Hurts had a better game.
He performed well, but I won't say a better game.
No, he played Jalen Hurts. By all means, Jalen Hurts played an amazing game. But again,
an amazing game.
You're playing right now against a nigga who literally is in line and in place to be one of the best to ever do it at that position. He's doing things that have never been done at that position. And
go ahead, bro.
I was just saying he's doing things that have never been done. So to have to compare what Jalen Hurts did to him is unfair to Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? That's unfair to make that comparison.
Cause we can't say because it happened. But if Jalen Hurts doesn't have that fumble, which leads to a touchdown, that's the only play where I would say you take that play away, which we can't. You take that play away though, he did have a better game than Patrick Mahomes. To me.
I mean, he had an excellent game. Like that's what I'm saying. He couldn't have played.
But I'm saying, but to me, it's like you talking about like 0.2, 0.3, whatever.
This nigga Patrick had like 131 passer rating, bro.
I feel you.
I don't know, bro.
And outside that fumble, Jalen Hurts also had a drive which kept the fucking KC Chiefs offense off the field.
Jalen did an excellent job.
That's what I'm saying.
In the first half. In the first half, he did an excellent job, minus the fumble.
That's what I'm saying. Outside that fumble,
excellent job.
Outside that fumble, I don't know how you don't say you can't. To me, the only reason why you're saying to me, and once again, it's a very small window. I ain't gonna fight a nigga, but to me, outside that fumble, the fumble doesn't happen. Okay, we agree upon that. Outside that fumble, The only reason why I would say Patty had a better game because he won the game. Outside that,
I say this to you: this nigga walked off the field after playing like 9 minutes of the first half because Jalen had dominated the clock. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he walked off he stumbled off the field, limped off the field.
Correct.
And he went into halftime. We was like, man, fuck. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh, I mean, James will tell you, we was all like,
bro. Halfway through the opening drive of the second half, I was like, "Oh, we got this game. This game's over." It's like I'm so not stressed at this point. Nigga, Pat is back. Nigga, we winning this. I know we down 10. We winning this bitch.
No, I knew we were gonna win, but I'm just saying, I would have if he hadn't fumbled the ball the way he did, I would have a debate because we ain't gonna act like Jalen wasn't putting the ball in places that only his players can make it. Like you talk about
this. It's almost like, bro. It's almost like Jordan and Barkley in the finals. Barkley averaged like 35, right. But at the end of the day, nigga, you was playing Jordan, and it just wasn't gonna happen, bro.
That's what I'm on.
I get it. Like you're not gonna
this
win.
This nigga had an excellent fucking game. I take nothing away from that man's game. I just felt like he was going up against Pat.
I get it, but I'm saying is, if Jalen had, if the Eagles, not Jalen, if the Eagles had won the game, we would have been happy with Jalen getting the MVP too. I think it came down to who won the game, but with the caveat that we say he didn't fumble the ball, because to me, once that nigga fumbled the ball, it led to a touchdown. Unless you win the game, my nigga, your raps as MVP are done.
I feel like some of the shit he got off, like the little double catch on the sideline. Yeah, I mean, he threw a decent ball, but that shit shouldn't have been a catch.
We've been fighting about that.
Which was called back.
I agree on that.
That's trash. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like they were talking about how the Chiefs got all these calls. The Chiefs got maybe one call at the end, and that shit was a fucking foul.
It was
the rest of the game. I felt like we was getting screwed on calls. You know what I'm saying?
No, like me and James talked about it. They had one call where these niggas had two holds and bumped a nigga off his route, and nothing gets said. But end of the day, what I say to niggas is, the Eagles let 2 touchdowns go where niggas was wide open. I don't want to hear shit. You had a nigga fumble the ball, and you basically allowed the same play to happen on different sides of the field. What we talking about, nigga? And you want to talk about the holding? Your own man said I held.
Hey, should we talk about offensive lines?
You can if you want to. You can, but they also would say that the turf, this and that, whatever. But whatever.
You act like one team was playing on turf, the other team was not playing on turf. What are we talking about, bro?
I know. I get it. I get what you're saying.
I'm gonna say this to you. So I saw a graphic that was talking about everything the Chiefs were ranked first in at the end of the season, and it might have been regular season. I don't remember, but it was like the offensive line was number 1 in preventing quarterback pressures.
Hold on. Was Patty outside the pocket a lot running around?
I understand what you're saying. They're still number 1.
I get what you're saying, but we're saying this once again. We're back to the same argument where I say the quarterback makes a difference.
And I heard something this week talking about exactly my point, which was saying that he has put a burden on the offensive line by running around like that. They have been disciplined because that's easily, if you do that at another team, you're gonna have a lineman wander downfield.
Yeah,
and get that.
So you mean you gotta have your have your okay lineman ready to be able to block a nigga who runs out of the pocket because they can't hold the pocket.
You say okay. Wait till these paydays come up this offseason.
No, they gotta. I'm not. I also
this nigga Orlando Brown about to get this franchise.
I get what you're saying, but I also never. We can go back to the recording. I never said that the O line was horrible.
You said they were.
No, I said they're mid level, but they also benefit.
They're not mid level. They're not mid level.
That's fine. We're not gonna have the same argument. They also benefit from Patty being way more mobile and able to get out of pocket and throw the ball downfield. That is his expertise. Also, which AC said also, which is that's what that nigga's an expert in, getting out of pocket, keeping eyes downfield, and he has been blessed with an arm where I can throw a ball from any angle.
And here's the thing about that. In these 3 games, he hasn't been able to do that nearly as often because he's been hobbled and his jersey's still been clean.
I don't know. I still see that nigga run outside the pocket.
I'm not saying he didn't do it at all.
I'm just saying the biggest play of the game is this nigga literally. The biggest play of the game is this nigga literally breaking the pocket and running for 26 yards.
And why it was so big is because of the fact that we knew he was hobbled.
Once again, we can say it's because it's hobbled or the pocket broke down. So we can debate about that too.
Pocket broke down because he was in there for they was in man coverage. Everybody was covered.
Yeah.
And so the only one who wasn't covered was him.
So the person that extends the play, which I said last week, Patrick Mahomes, makes the offensive line better because he says, hey, I need to get the fuck out of here. Which why a lot of quarterbacks, a lot of dumb quarterbacks take sacks. A lot of dumb, slower quarterbacks take. We have the same argument, pimp. Patrick Mahomes makes everyone better. McCole Hardman, who is IR, even though that nigga IR, made him better. Motherfucking niggas who ain't even playing, make them better. Fans, he make them better. He making our podcast better, nigga. Patrick Mahomes makes everybody better. That's been my argument.
That should be a commercial.
We need it.
he like Tony Statues. I put it on everything.
Yeah.
like niggas who on IR, Patty makes them better. But you know what? I will concede to you that the O-line did play much better than I thought they would. I give you that.
Look, bro. We said it last week. Kansas City Chiefs offensive line is Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant won championships. They are good enough to win a championship. They have a hell of an assist man in the backfield with that is.
Go ahead, my bad, bro. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. They have a hell of a weapon behind them that gives them assists. Nigga, I have the benefit of playing offensive line and know what it's like to have a nigga give you assists. Nigga, my running back in high school was Dante Hall. Nigga, I know what it is to have a great nigga give you an assist as an offensive line.
Yo, Dante Hall? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
My bad, damn.
That was my running back in high school.
X-Factor himself.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Good shit.
That was my running back in high school, bro.
And all I'm saying is, I will say, I at least thought Patty would get sacked once. So them niggas went far and above and beyond what I thought they would do. So I give you that. Yes, sir.
On one leg.
They did a hell of a job, man. They stepped up and they played. But I put that shit in the chat group earlier. I was like, both of these motherfucking offensive line came to play today.
Yes, it did.
Because both of them motherfuckers was grinding.
Yeah, and Jalen Hurts had a bullshit fumble, and at the end of the day, that was the big.
That was the turning point. I think that was the turning point of the whole game.
When you watch the replay, it's like that the ball just squirted out that nigga's hands.
That wasn't a turning point of the game. We were down 24. We were down by 10 at half. I think that fumble came in halftime. Yeah, before half. That wasn't the turning point. The turning point. That was when they got the ball out of halftime.
If they was driving, we can't. I don't know about that one, Joe. They driving, we can't stop them. They score either a field goal or a touchdown, nigga. That's big.
I understand that is big. I'm saying to you, we were still down by 10, and we were down 10 after that.
What?
We were tied 14-14 after that.
But they were driving, and it could have been we down 17.
I don't know.
I think so. I think we'd have been down by 17.
You can't never just yada a fumble touchdown.
It is a seminal moment in the game. I'm saying to you, I felt like we were on the path towards perdition by the end of the half when my man had got his leg crumbled up again.
Yeah,
and then I'm saying to you, when he came out of half and he led us on that drive, like nothing was wrong. That to me was the point I knew we were going to win the game.
What I'm saying is, if without that fumble, at that point in time, our defense was not stopping them.
No, it
wasn't. So you talking about either 17 or 13 points down, which is like 13. Even 13 points down is big. Not against Patty, I get it. It's not big. Definitely 17 points down. Come on, man. Because we talking about not just the fumble touchdown.
Yeah. First half, okay, that might have been the key stop of the first half. But I do feel like the niggas was playing is just like they were getting what traditionally would have been 3 and outs. Mm-hmm. But the way Philly was playing, it was like we playing 4 downs. I don't give a shit. We're gonna rugby scrub it. You know, so what we gotta do?
800-pound squatting quarterback, nigga. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I felt like they played solid. I felt like they were playing.
Hey, speaking of that,
I just felt like they played an unconventional style of football. That was hard to contain consistently.
I feel you. Hey, but you hear though the NFL once again, they already changed the rule where offensive linemen down the field can't just like throw niggas forward, but they talking about changing that play as far as like putting 3 niggas in the backfield and their only goal is to push the quarterback forward. They talking about changing that rule too for next year.
If they do that, Philly ain't gonna be back.
That's weird. Yeah. But we cheating.
And shit, right? Philly about to have a first place schedule next year. I don't know. We gonna see. I'm not super convinced. Like they were solid, but
I'm smiling.
That's what I was saying.
All I know is we got 11 draft picks, and we need to convince Frank to stay. But if he don't, we'll figure it out. I ain't saying we gonna be worse or better. But we need a big time. We don't need a big time. We just need a nigga that's big with speed to get downfield to open this motherfucking canopy up. Because we got a lot of slow niggas on the outside right now. I won't say slow, but not deep threats. Is that a better way to put that?
Well, McCole is fast, but he's not coming back. And
he always hurt. He always hurt.
But even he would run the shit out of a jet sweep, but I don't remember him taking the top off the offense.
Correct.
Off the defense like he's supposed to.
Yes, sir.
What I'm saying?
Yes,
so
sir.
what's his name? MVS. He's not a top end guy.
He's elusive. I don't know if he's fast.
He's fast, but that nigga got 25% hands, nigga.
He like your boy. That's what he remind me of. He remind me of your running back. X Factor. He's quick in a bitch, but I don't think he's like sprinter speed. Hands. You know what I'm saying?
And also his hands were suspect.
Well, they made that nigga Dante a receiver. That nigga was a running back by trade. So
no, I get it. Like we gotta secure Frank or get a replacement. But if we get a deep threat, nigga, I'm smiling again because the hate about to come again. We get one burner, nigga.
But your boy, the boy y'all fleeced from the Giants. Ain't he like a 4-3 cat?
Yeah, but he always hurt. He like Tyreek light, because even though Tyreek get hurt, that nigga get hurt more than Tyreek. That's why the Giants wasn't even pressed when they let him go. They're like, this nigga always on IR. And that's why we didn't play him that much, because that nigga got a history of being hurt.
Yeah, he's been injured, and that's why he was available to us, because the Giants were ready to let him go.
Yep.
But I don't remember him catching anything over like 20 yards in the air.
Yeah. He definitely, like as Joe was saying, make a nigga miss.
Yeah.
He like your safety ain't like, okay, this nigga on the wide side. Your safety ain't like, oh, this nigga just about to just take the top off. That ain't what he do.
Your boy Brent, what's his name? Brent Veach.
Beach.
Brent Veach, hasn't he shown an ability to find like diamonds in the rough?
Yeah,
absolutely.
They have. But Pacheco was one of them niggas, but yeah.
Yeah, but I
absolutely Pacheco. Absolutely.
The whole secondary, you know what I'm saying?
That too. Yes, sir.
But what I'm saying is I think he's found a lot of guys who are starters in the NFL that other teams overlooked. But I don't know if you can find what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that number one receiver that can open everything up. I'm looking for another and he didn't find Tyreek, did he? That was a
But Tyreek fell to us because that nigga had so much trouble in college.
And I just saw something that said the same thing about Kelce.
But also Kelce was the same way. That nigga, like, he got kicked off the team in Cincinnati. Yep. His brother told him to calm the fuck down. He came back. So Kelce's the same way. He had a problematic career in college. Not on the level that Tyreek had, because that nigga had domestic shit going on. But yeah, it was definitely we taking a chance here.
Mm-hmm. But that might be y'all might need to embrace that. That might be the story of Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, same thing with like Tom Brady. That motherfucker, outside of Randy Moss, he never had nobody take the top off the defense like that.
You're right.
But when he had Randy, hold on. But when he had Randy Moss, what happened to that fucking offense?
I agree, and it's just
they did go undefeated and have like 5,000 yards that season.
Yeah, exactly.
Or I should say Tom had 5,000 that season.
Yeah, but like when y'all had Tyrese, it was the same thing. But at the end of the day, that may be the story.
Hold on, wait a minute. You say Tyrese?
May be the guy that makes everybody.
You said Tyrese?
Plays with him, great.
Hold on. You say Tyrese?
Like it's a Pepsi commercial or something.
Always.
Nigga, I said Tyrese.
No, nigga, you said Tyrese.
Fuck you, dusty ass niggas. I said
even Miss Honeybun started laughing, nigga. You said Tyrese, and then when Joe said that Coca-Cola commercial, she started cooking more, nigga. That was the confirmation.
Commercial, but yeah, nonetheless.
You said Tyrese. That's why I look back up like, wait a minute, this nigga said Tyrese?
But I mean, yes, I and that's what I was saying when they let Tyreek go. I felt like this was part of the evolution for him to become Tom Brady, to let go of that crutch and stand up and fly. You know what I'm saying? By hitting everybody, and he's made everybody like you talking about Tony. He wasn't doing shit with the Giants. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
But he was able to find the end zone with us. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is going to be the story of Pat Mahomes. He's going to spread the ball around and make everybody good. But what I'm saying to you is if we can get our hands on another high-end receiver that can take the top off, you know what I'm saying, be a guaranteed first down, whatever.
He's gonna be dang. If he gets somebody he can throw the ball to like that, he's gonna be unstoppable, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not gonna be fair, especially when you got Kelce roaming around underneath, and then you got these interchangeable running backs that these niggas keep finding that can get up the field and catch out the backfield. They're gonna be hard to fucking deal with for a long time. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact.
Dog, if Pacheco gets McKinnon's patience, it's gonna be bad.
I don't care what Pacheco does. I fuck with that dude. I will block for that dude all day, every day.
I
that
fuck
nigga
with
runs
him.
Angry.
I fuck with him, but
I feel like he'll fuck up your spine though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
He'll run all up in your ass.
I get it though. Like that's what I'm saying though. I need him to just like read the block for a second, cause that nigga get the ball and that nigga's like a fucking bottle rocket, nigga.
Yes.
He just.
I love it.
I know where it's going.
I love it.
Like we don't know where the bottle rocket is going. All we know is we have lit it, and that motherfucker is.
And you better get out. And you better get out the way.
Just move.
You better get out the way.
That nigga learned the patience and how to let that second level set up. Oh my God, he gonna be so good.
That motherfucker get that ball and Ludacris start playing. Move.
And I get it. I get it. What you saying, AC? A nigga to get upfield and get the fuck out the way. But at the same point in time, hey bro, I don't need your helmet up my ass.
No.
Hey, I feel that. I don't want no nigga dancing in the backfield though. Nigga, get that motherfucker impressed.
That's what I'm saying.
They need to get like Priest Holmes or shit. I know you're on the other side, but get Terrell Davis to come talk to him. Let him go ahead and just set up the block and then go field. You know what I'm saying? We wanted them to coach him up a little bit.
Yeah, he 9 times like. I didn't say 9 times. A couple, like 7, 6, 5 out of 10. That nigga is like he hit the ball downhill, get the first yard. But on nigga, when it's 1st and 10, let the block set up, my nigga. Let the block set up. What they say? Let the build build. Let the beat build. What that little Weezy said? Let the beat build.
He's young. He's young. Isn't he fairly new?
No,
he young.
I need a running back that's gonna give me 3 yards in the cloud dust every time, nigga. I'm blocking for you all day.
But you want 3 yards? But if it could have been 3 yards in a touchdown,
He
He ain't getting just 3 yards though.
No,
I don't think you're gonna take away who he is.
But you looking at it, y'all not looking at it from my perspective.
I get what you're saying.
I want a nigga that's gonna help me make the defense tired. You gonna get tired of me blocking you and get tired of tackling this nigga.
I get it though, but you also a smart nigga. You know about second level and letting niggas get to the second level.
I agree. You got niggas for that, but you niggas like Pacheco is necessary.
No, he necessary, but I'm saying, but his
definitely necessary.
No, I get he necessary. That's why I'm
for that nigga. I'll put my football life on the line for a nigga like that.
I get it, and like you are the expert when it comes to blocking, but I'm saying like that's why we got a McKinnon. Cause you
and I would love him too.
Yeah, but I'm saying you need Pacheco to learn from McKinnon, so that way as he next 2 years when them legs are still strong and fresh, as McKinnon fades, a nigga who now knows when to be the hammer and also knows I need to lay back and let my offensive lineman get to that next level.
True. That's also your yin and your yang, though.
Yes, sir.
Bro. Like you got Pacheco that's gonna beat the shit out of you, and when you niggas tired, okay, McKinnon, let's get it. Let's run these niggas to death.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like it works both ways. I like that combination, man. That yin and that yang.
It's lovely.
It's lovely. And all that shit.
And all that said, to come back to my point where we need to get a fucking deep threat in the draft. That's what I'm saying. But I don't know how we gonna do it because the nigga who was coordinating everything, my bad, I'm joking. But actually, I'm not lying because he was the nigga coordinating everything outside of Andy Reid, who's a white man. So the nigga who was coordinating everything on offense outside of Andy Reid, the head coach. Hey y'all.
They say you wasn't the primary play caller though.
He going to the Commanders, y'all. Airbnb. He agreed to terms on a multi-year deal as the assistant head coach and offensive coordinator for the Washington Commanders.
I feel like that nigga is setting up to beat fucking Romeo Cornell, bro.
Maybe.
That's what it feels like.
Like, and I'm selfish. I wanted him to stay here. Like, I wanted some like Game of Thrones shit where he stayed here as the rightful heir and throne to Chiefs Kingdom, and then when Andy Reid stepped down, he just stepped up. But I know for a fact the way white people are, they would have just been like, Andy Reid was calling everything. Why is this nigga becoming the head coach? I get it. Like I said, it was in the Sisters Breaking. I don't know if it was Sisters Breaking Bread group or the Brothers Breaking Bread group, where it was just like, I agree with Joe. Like you gotta get under that. You gotta get from up under your daddy's house. I ain't saying Andy Reid his daddy, but as a man, you gotta step from under your daddy's house and you go out into the world and build your own village. Mm-hmm. He got to do that because as long as he is here with the Chiefs. No matter how many, whether it be Henny, whether it be Andy Reid himself, no matter how many people say this nigga is monumental in calling plays, the national media will always say Andy Reid calling the calls.
Travis Kelce ain't helped the situation.
Y'all are there, bro. Y'all are there. Why, like a year or 2 years ago when he had all these hits, to be a head coach, why didn't he pursue it and take the interviews?
He was taking the interviews. He took like 17 interviews.
He wasn't getting the jobs.
Everybody goes back to the situation in Colorado. That's where everybody go back to. And whenever people say that shit, I go, how did Urban Meyer end up in fucking Jacksonville?
Right.
Because this nigga, like... And of course, also what Joe said too, that black tax. Black tax is like, it's there, but when it hit, nigga, it be so heavy. Cause I'm like, this white man had motherfuckers on his staff who was fucking their wives up, and he knew it and hid all that shit. And then even after the fact that it came clear that he hid that shit, Urban Meyer at Jacksonville, he got a promotion, nigga. You go from as we see it. I'm not saying it's promotion, but as we see it at a certain level, you went from the collegiate ranks to the NFL ranks as a head coach, even though you hiding the fact that niggas fucking up they wives on your staff.
All right.
Hold on real quick. So when I read that or when I heard it, I was thinking Colorado as a running back. What happened in Colorado when he was OC?
It was the same, like similar shit, like with what's his name? They went to Dallas, Barry Switzer. Like niggas just running rampant, nigga, basically for the most part. And I think there may have been something with him, not rape or shit, but like too familiar with the staff. I gotta look it up. I don't know. I don't think he came up on no rape shit, because I definitely would remember that. But it was basically like Oklahoma back in the day when Barry Switzer was there. Like niggas was like running ripshaw, nigga.
But he wasn't in charge, so why is he getting?
Because as you put out there, nigga, the black tax.
Yeah.
Like when you said it, I was like, damn, that shit heavy. Like the black tax is a motherfucker, dog. Like regular tax, what is that? I don't know, nigga. Like 10, 20, nigga. Black tax is 50% off top, nigga. Whatever you did, but if you fucked up one time, all that shit gone.
Yeah, all that shit back.
Yeah.
And you know what? Y'all talk about. I'll look it up on my phone. I have a phone here. I will look it up.
No, man. I think I know that EB doesn't get, like, he's got that black tax and he hasn't gotten the opportunity to get those head coaching jobs that you brought up, AC. I know that Andy Reid has had a tree that has gone on to go get jobs, including Nagy, who went to the Bears and came back, including what's my man name with Jacksonville that was with Philly when they won? Peterson.
Hey, Peterson.
Oh yeah.
Doug Peterson, whatever.
Doug Peterson, yeah. But they didn't do it in the era of Mahomes, though, did they? Did either of them have Mahomes when they were OC? Has Bieniemy been his only OC as a starter?
Wasn't it Nagy?
Was Nagy OC when he was starting?
Ooh,
I know he was when he was a rookie.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Bieniemy has been his only OC.
Yeah, as a starter.
Yep.
As a full-time starter, could we get that one game?
As the guy, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I think that's part of it too. I think they're like, okay, maybe he's calling some plays, but nigga, you calling plays for Pat, and so.
Oh, I didn't. My bad. I guess he had a arrest record as an NFL player. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, he had some shit. He had some shit when he was from his playing days. He do have some shit from his playing days, but again, one has nothing to do with the fucking other.
Nigga, his playing days are over like 25 years ago, weren't they?
No, I don't agree. But like, as we talk about the black tax, so 98, I guess there was a bar fight. 1990, no contest after allegedly shoving a firefighter. 93, they arrested Bieniemy in the NFL in Orlando. He allegedly grabbed a female parking lot attendant by the neck and threatened her.
Chris Berman said he was sleeping with Bieniemy.
Wow. I don't want to laugh. That's pretty good.
That's that bullshit, man.
Yeah.
Come on now.
What?
That's that bullshit.
Hey,
Man, that's how I remember from back in the day, man. Eric sleeping with Bieniemy.
But hold on, here's the funny, like, to me, when I hear this shit, like in 2001, he had a DUI charge, but so did Gary Pinkel. Not in 2001, but he did have a, when they was getting him out the paint, he had a DUI charge here in Columbia. Not here, but there in Columbia. Allegation that Colorado's football program used alcohol and sex to lure recruits. That's called recruiting. I hate to say it, but that's called recruiting. I don't know any recruit visit that I went to that did not end up in me going to a strip bar of some sort.
All recruiting.
Who are all these women who are here? Are they with the football team? No, but they are here for you, sir.
These are all yours. Just sign with us.
Hey man, side note. I remember watching He Got Game.
Oh.
And I went with my parents. The whole family went to go see He Got Game in the theater. And the recruiting scene where you getting double action from them co-eds.
Right.
Dad got up and walked out the theater. I was like, I'm staying.
I have bought my ticket, sir.
Right.
So I ain't trying to belittle, because there was one I should say alleged instance of a domestic battery or dispute, but it never came to court. So from 1998 to 2002, where all this article I'm reading here closes off at, he's never had any more interactions or instances of disturbances with the law. It is 2023.
Yeah. You're speaking to the converted. I felt like he should have been had a head coaching job. I was at the point in 2020 where it's like, that rare instance where racism works in your favor. Thank God they're racist, because now we get to keep our OC.
Yay! That's what I said to work today. I was like, I just want him to stay. I'm selfish, nigga.
Yeah. I get he's got to do what he's got to do if he wants to get where he wants to go.
Right.
If he's content to be the OC of a dominant offense and collect rings, I'll keep him. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm telling you, bro, it feels like, I said it a second ago, but I'm serious. It feels like he's on the path of Romeo Cornell, bro.
I hope not.
I'm just telling you, it feels like he's on the path of Romeo Cornell.
And I feel you, and the reason why I say I agree with you is, as I said in the chat group, where you're going to a franchise like the whole organization has been in disarray for at least like a decade and a half.
Yep, at least 10, 15 years.
Well, hold on, because Cornell became a head coach for the Chiefs. I don't know if he did it somewhere else. Where was he, with the Browns?
He's been honestly, like, through Romeo Cornell's career, he's been a brilliant defensive coordinator. He's been an assistant head coaches, but all of his head coaching jobs almost feel like they came by default, my nigga.
I don't disagree with that. He was well thought of as the DC in New England. I think he got opportunities as a result.
Absolutely.
I feel like didn't he went to the Browns before us, right? And I felt like he was sought after at the Browns. I felt like the Browns like, nah, we want him. I think he failed.
I think he was the best option available for them, what they thought, but I don't think he was their first choice.
I don't remember to say enough.
I don't know. I feel like he's dangled way longer than Cornell had to.
I do agree.
I don't know. Cornell was around for some years before he ever got a shot, though. That was a while. He was around for a while before he ever got a shot.
Can we agree that niggas just have to prove so much that they damn near dead before they get a head coaching job outside of Black Santa?
Well, and they either have to be, basically Christ-like.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, and that may not be him. You know what I'm saying? I think he's probably a good dude. I think he may have matured, but I'm talking about, the Mike Tomlins of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mike Tomlins of the world, but like, let's say, he is. It's a dumb question. Let me stop, because it's not the same. But I already started, so I'll put it out there. Let's say it's his kid hitting some kid on 40 highway, you know what I'm saying, at the eve of the Super Bowl. Because we don't even talk about it no more. They don't talk to Andy about it no more, that he got two kids that didn't fucked up. Well, I shouldn't say fucked up because one is dead. Sorry. But can you imagine a black head coach with two kids fucking up like that? Cause like Tony Dungy, I don't even think he was the head coach anymore, and I don't think people gave him smoke. But there was a lot of questions when his son committed suicide. You know what I'm saying? When you got Andy Reid, where it's like, I love Andy Reid. I love what he's done. I don't love him. I don't know him, but I love what he's done for my city as far as the sports team that I fuck with. But like, as a white man, he gets a pass on having children that continue to fuck up.
The narrative is, I don't know if this narrative, maybe it's a narrative I've made up, is that the reason why he's not been as successful as a father is because he's dedicated himself to being successful as a coach. I don't know.
I've heard that too.
That's not a narrative. That's pretty much fact.
I heard that too. But and I hear the same narrative. But imagine Mike Tomlin having two black boys of that same age. One commits suicide. One runs over a girl as they leaving high or drunk or whatever the fuck Britt Reed was. Britt Reed, my bad. Thank you, bro. Was. It ain't playing out the same way, is what I'm trying to say. But you got to
he left from the building where his dad worked.
Yeah. And all that to say is we still holding arrogant enemy accountable for actions from 2002 as being capable to lead men when you have a father. You're a father. My man AC a father. Honey Buns, not a mother, but fucking definitely gives nurture to a lot of children.
TT.
10 meters does the same thing. I seen him do it with my boys. If we are at the level of Andy Reid and one of our children runs over a fucking hit somebody, we getting that same pass? We getting that, oh, he's just so dedicated to being a head coach?
Of course not.
Nah, get that black tax collector coming.
That's what I'm saying. This man, and I ain't saying like what he did was right or wrong. I wasn't there. All I know is he's still being held accountable for some shit that happened in 2002. Even though he's in the league as an offensive coordinator. So either he shouldn't be around adults or leading men, or he should. It's one or the other.
You know how that shit goes, though, man. Shit, you harken back to fucking Mississippi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just hate it.
You know how it goes.
You niggas need oversight.
All I know is this man about to go to a team for the last, like, I don't want to say 2 decades, but for a minute, been a very bad organization. They about to go through a transition with leadership because I think old boy's being pressured to sell the team. I don't know if he will or not. We'll see how that goes. So if this nigga fail day one, everybody gonna say what?
It was Andy.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was Pat.
And that's why I say it sounds just like Romeo Cornell. Because where did he go? Joe just mentioned it. He went to fucking Cleveland. Is that not ironically similar?
Yeah.
I feel like the rest. I won't say it.
I know you did. We don't help it. We can't help it.
Yeah, I know. It's burnt. My condition has been conditioned.
Yes, sir.
The Commanders.
I feel like the Washington football team, the Commanders. I like Washington football team better.
I do too.
Didn't they have a decent season?
It was okay.
They finished the season by beating the Cowboys, so it feels better than what it was.
But wasn't it like
they had a chance? They had a chance at the playoffs. You're right, but everybody in the FC had a chance at the playoffs at some point in time.
They had about this much of a chance in the playoffs. Not that much.
But if you bring in a top OC, that might get them on the other side of it.
You still need talent. Who the fuck is there? They still need talent.
I think they have talent. I think they have talent on the field. That's why I said organizational. I think they have talent on the field. They have decent talent on the field. But I think as an organization, from leadership standpoint, GM and above, they just they don't want to do better. So once again, hopefully if they get sold, they do better because even though he ain't with my niggas, I want Eric Bieniemy to do good because I got an agenda.
You better get rid of Carson Wentz then.
Okay, do what you gotta do. I'm putting on the podcast. I have a nigga agenda. Eric Bieniemy will be my agenda for 2024. I want this nigga to be good. I don't care,
bro. I do too, bro. But he ain't gonna do it with Carson Wentz.
Yeah,
we gotta find something else.
Yeah. All right, let's keep moving. But
or
you know
maybe,
what?
Hold on. Or maybe it goes the other way, and the head coach gets fired, and he gets his job because.
Well, hold on.
By default.
Hold on. There's even a worse scenario for us. The Chiefs are just trash next year.
Nah, it ain't gonna happen.
No, it ain't gonna happen. But I'm just saying that's a word. If them niggas is trash, I would still have a party agenda.
That's been a head coach that has been their OC that they've had success with. Waiting in the wings.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I'm saying if it did happen, my nigga agenda would be on full fucking blast on Twitter when I told you crackers that motherfucking Arab enemy been doing it. It ain't gonna happen though, but that's where I'm at. Cause I want him to be good. Cause they just keep saying that he ain't shit. So whatever, we'll keep moving. Shout out to Eric Bieniemy. Good luck to you, sir. And if we play you, nigga, we gonna beat your ass. There we go. Go Chiefs. And that everything went a little bit longer, but we're gonna play this. We're gonna play a little bit of this. Joe brought this into the chat group. The tragic real life history of the Kansas City Chiefs. And yeah, I didn't watch the whole video. I watched a little bit of it, but yeah, it ain't bad.
Can I speak? Point?
Go ahead,
Miss Honey.
Because I feel like, we're in post football season, and seasonal affective disorder is real. We're going through football withdrawals, and this old depressing ass video right here that Joe shared, even though it is very real, it has a lot of tragic moments, but it shows the growth of our team overall as a whole. But y'all, take care of yourselves, because seasonal affective disorder is real, and football withdrawal is real. We get a little bit more football though, because combine is coming, and that's my favorite part.
Well, there's no offseason in the NFL.
Actually, not. Actually, football is starting tomorrow. Today.
You talking about the USFL shit?
The XFL starts today, and the USFL is in April.
Ain't nobody watching them fucking Gatorade Bowls.
I mean, I can't watch them.
Nigga say Gatorade Bowls.
Gatorade Bowls.
The NFL G League, nigga. I ain't watching
G League?
Nobody watching that shit.
I don't want to say it though, but there is supposed to be a HBCU Pro Bowl. Not Pro Bowl, but all pro game or whatever. Not pro game. What am I saying?
I don't know what
All-Star game?
All-Star game. Thank you, sir. Words. Words
okay.
elude me.
Okay.
I don't know when it is. I was just, because today, once again, we had one case, and I was just like, I'm not going to pretend to work. I'm going to be in the break room on my phone watching TV, nigga. That's what we doing. You told me to come in today. Here I am. You don't have work for me. That's your problem.
What I'm going to say about this here, though, is that it's watching this video and remembering this shit and living through these times that made the dynasty that we're in that much sweeter. And I said it. I said dynasty, nigga. What you gonna do about it?
I don't know. I get confused sometimes because niggas keep changing their photos in the chat group. So I don't know who's who. I need all niggas to keep photos for the chat group. That's how I know who's talking.
So you don't know how niggas feel about dynasties?
I think we're a dynasty.
I think we're a dynasty.
I know. So now I know that it's James who feels we're not a dynasty.
James feels we're not a dynasty. AC, where were you on that?
I feel like y'all are, man. James is the ultimate antagonist. So that nigga's going.
And he came around too. He said a dynasty by these standards, by the old school standards. He said no. But the old school standards, you know what I'm saying?
But the old school standards is racism.
But yeah, right. back before they were black quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying? Dynasties were different, you know what I'm saying? But no, I think by today's standard, you have to label us as a dynasty. But this is the video here that reminds me of all the bullshit we went to get to this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't asked 10 how you felt.
He doesn't know what we did 4 years ago.
10 was in the chat group. 10 no. 10, what you think?
I don't think we're at a dynasty just yet.
Wait a minute, you said we.
Which is that? Is that the Saints?
I'm confused. You say we, nigga.
Why? Okay. Why are you gonna think it's a dynasty?
I think we need at least one more Super Bowl to win before we call it a dynasty.
Okay.
You have dominated.
At least one more.
You have dominated a conference for 5 years.
5 years.
Dominated.
That's
3
what I'm
Super Bowls
saying.
in 4 years.
The conference runs through KC, nigga. Like it's like you got to come to us to go through the Super Bowl.
Yep. For 5 years.
Literally, you have to come to Arrowhead
to go through the Super Bowl
for half a decade. I'm not saying it's like one of the best dynasties of all time. Yet.
Yeah. Because if we win one more, nigga ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing.
Not a fucking thing.
Not a thing.
You're right, and rightfully so.
So I'm saying if you go to 3 Super Bowls in 4 years and win 2 of them bad boys, you're in the dynasty.
Okay.
You're the Mr.
Hold on. Are the Buffalo Bills a dynasty?
No.
No, indeed.
Well, they went to 4 Super Bowls in a row.
They ain't win none, no.
Doug Williams didn't touch the award. See, I feel like I look at shit like Monopoly. You know, like 3 houses equal a motel. Is that how that shit work in Monopoly?
Okay.
Well, okay. That's how it works in our household Monopoly rules. I don't know how about y'all household Monopoly rules. But I feel like this game and everything that happened quantified it to make it a dynasty. Not just the fact that we've been holding strong for, like y'all said, just about 5 years or a little bit more. The fact that it was just everything fell into place. The Kelce situation, Patrick winning the MVP award, Doug Williams being there at the beginning. It was just, I don't know. I feel like we're in dynasty status.
Well, I would say the kind of your argument about the Buffalo Bills, I will say this. Yes, they didn't win anything, but like
they win.
Okay, like the Atlanta Braves in the 90s. How many championships did they win?
1.
2? 1 or 2?
1.
But wasn't it like 8 or 10 years that you had to go through Atlanta to get there?
Yeah.
So would they be considered a dynasty at that point? In some form of fashion, it may not be. I mean, in some form of fashion, that's
they did like New England and like Kansas City have done within their division, where they won a division like 8, 9, 10, 12 times in a row.
Yeah.
It was definitely a dynasty on that level. And they did go to a couple World Series, but they lost them. They finally won in 95.
Right.
And so, yes and no.
But you said you went to.
I feel the same way about the Bills, even though they lost 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah, but
you had to go.
I think it was definitely an AFC dynasty. I don't think it was an NFL dynasty.
But you said they went to a couple of World Series when the Bills were actually in the Super Bowl.
I said couple, but I know they played against the Twins and lost.
No, I'm not debating you. I'm saying, but the Bills were actually, for those 4 years.
They win at least 3 times.
Yeah.
But they won 1. I think winning 1 is more than going.
Okay, you're right. I give you that.
Isn't it 5 times? And weren't they in there recently? The Bills.
But that's
no. We talking about the 90s, bro.
No, they haven't gone.
Can we just say? I just want to say this because I just rewatched Game of Thrones. They were at least with the Kings in the North. There's only one king in the North. I just want to say.
They were kings of Winterfell, nigga.
Okay. You know what? It's rarely we all come together.
They weren't Lannisters though.
Yeah,
they weren't on that level.
Yeah. It's rarely we all come together on this show, so I'm glad we could have done. Most of us could have done that. But I'm gonna play a little bit of this video. Let's go.
The Kansas City Chiefs, led by star quarterback Patrick Mahomes, are building a legitimate dynasty. But the flip side to the Chiefs' renaissance is a history of tragedy off the field. The Chiefs may be on the cusp of Super Bowl glory once again, but they've certainly faced their share of tragedy. In 1968, running back Bruce McLenna died serving in the National Guard before he ever suited up to play a pro game. Before that, rookie running back Mac Lee Hill died unexpectedly in surgery after being injured during a game, inspiring a Rookie of the Season award that bears his name to this day. Tragedy struck the Chiefs again on January 23rd, 2000, when star linebacker Derek Thomas was ejected from an SUV after losing control of it during an ice storm. Thomas was traveling with two friends to the Kansas City airport on their way to see the NFC Championship game in St. Louis. Thomas and another passenger were both thrown from the vehicle, hospitalizing Thomas and killing his friend on the scene. Neither man was wearing their seatbelt. The third passenger, who was buckled in, survived the crash with only minor injuries. Thomas was admitted to a Kansas City hospital before being transferred to another one.
Can we just say this nigga died?
It's the whole report on what happened.
Yeah, because that's Derek Thomas, bro. Derek Thomas was like...
I get it, but it's
that's my favorite player for a long time.
And for a long time, that was like one of the few. I won't say few, but like as far as like us going to postseason, winning the playoffs, like that was like one of the big marks as far as Kansas City. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I remember where I was when I found out that Derek Thomas died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I was at work.
I was in college. I was at College Park. Apartment 106.
Just go
Columbia. You know what I'm saying?
I got to my football number because of Derek Thomas, bro. No bullshit.
Right. Explain that to me.
So I wanted 58 in high school because of Derek Thomas. We didn't have 58, so I ended up with 59. And so through the rest of my career, even at Mizzou, I ended up wearing the number 59. But I always wanted the number 58, and it was because of Derek Thomas. No bullshit.
That's what's up. That
nigga was one of my favorite players of all time, bro.
Absolutely.
I was hurt when I found that out. When I heard that happen, I was hurt.
I think we all were.
I was hurt, but I listened to this and I was like, yeah, he didn't have a seatbelt on, but okay. Just say the man died and he was very prominent and important.
He's on the Mount Rushmore Chiefs.
I get it, but like what she was doing, it was like basically she said, yeah, it's this nigga's fault that he died. Which it was.
Mount Rushmore Chiefs, he's on the Mount Rushmore of the NFL, period.
Yeah.
As far as that position.
I agree.
At line. Yeah,
that's what I say. I was like, as far as that position. I saw Joe was like, Joe started going, I said, that position. AC meant that position.
It's linebackers, bro. I'm not saying he's the greatest football player to ever play.
I was just like,
Here we go. He's
on Mount Rushmore 58s. I'll say that.
I'm a push play. Everybody, stop.
In Miami, Thomas had been paralyzed in the accident and was wheelchair bound when he suffered a heart attack and died on February 8th.
We've had season tickets out here for several years. It's not what it's saying.
Thomas was a star on the Chiefs' defense, making 9 Pro Bowl appearances. Who shared. Belcher's mother was in another room in the house at 12. In 2012, by one of the most horrific incidents involving an active NFL player. On December 1st, 2012, ABC reports that Javon Belcher shot and killed his girlfriend, Cassandra Perkins, in the home that the two shared. Belcher's mother was in another room in the house at the time, caring for the couple's newborn child. Neither Belcher's mother nor the baby was physically harmed. Belcher then drove to the Chiefs training facility, confronting then general manager Scott Pioli and then coach Romeo Crennel. Belcher presented a handgun and shot himself in the head in front of the two men. A year after the murder
Damn, I didn't realize we brought Romo Camel in the other part.
Full circle.
Mm-hmm. Bro, if you wasn't around for the Romeo Cornell years, man, I don't necessarily want to hear from motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I remember this shit, nigga. I was what?
Painful, bro. That shit was wild. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, nigga, what?
What were you saying, Kim?
Go ahead, my bad.
You know, this one was a hard one because we were all working community mental health at that time. And so when that call came out, it's really, really difficult. And his child is, still local. And because we are in the field that we're in, those of us that were kind of around when that was happening, he was really painted to be, Belcher was painted to be like this very aggressive, very horrible human being. But I think as the article or the video will go on to show, he was having some additional struggles with that whole CTE thing. But, that was a situation where that was a dark time for us as fans, but it was dark times for us as like people who are responsible for the community that have to interact with the player when the player isn't always at their well. And I think sometimes some of us get an opportunity to see that, and that's not always the good side of the sport. And so I remember being a fan and being like, I don't know if I can support this sport anymore because they do not support the mental wellness of their players, because he was declining and deteriorating in a variety of ways that no one stepped in to do anything. And so I was really a conflicted fan at this time because I felt that young man's life didn't have to be lost at that time.
And I appreciate that young man's life didn't have to be lost. I was way more concerned about his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? The mother of his children or child. You know what I'm saying? That's just an ugly, ugly, ugly time to be a Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
Just a human listen to that story. But I think that was before we even really understood CTE.
Mm-hmm.
I think we didn't really start delving into it until that situation, the Junior Seau situation.
Yeah.
I think we got to see some of it with Larry Johnson. Yeah, I think Larry was. Yeah. I know Larry was a mess.
He was just. He was slapping a lot of white women through Kansas City, and
oh yeah.
I mean, but women in general. But I think if he would just been down slapping black women, still would have been carrying. I'm just saying, still would have been carrying that rock. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And that's bad. Yeah, but go ahead. My bad, Joe.
The other story that I think it's gonna talk about. Do we want to bring up the Britt Reed, because that's in there?
God.
We've covered that one. We mentioned
the shit out of Britt Reed.
Well, you know what? But I watched this video. I think this is the first time I saw the little child, and that just hits so fucking different, man. Look at the little. She's the cutest little baby, and talking about how she got brain damage, and I was like, fuck.
But like for me, like the Belcher one is like and I'm sure for you too. It like that. I couldn't imagine the depths of despair this man was at to shoot my own child. You know what I'm saying? We can get it.
Did he shoot a child? He didn't shoot the child.
I mean, the child. My bad. I mean, the mother of you. I mean, we can be fighting at arms, but the mother of the child. It's just like, I'm angry. I'm upset with you right now, but yeah, our baby gonna need both of us. You know what I'm saying? And even though I may not agree with you as a mother, yeah.
But if he was suffering with CTE, did he realize what he was doing though?
I don't know. That's speculation. But even let's say he wasn't though. Just to be at a point of despair where I'm going to shoot her, shoot myself, and then leave my child out in this world.
But
I mean, that's a level of despair that That's crazy.
I know he has CTE, but those demons go deeper than CTE. Bro.
Yeah.
They do. I mean, I think when that was coming out, they said that he was under the influence of alcohol, that he was going through long bouts of days where he was not sleeping, almost as if he was manic. Like he was sleeping with multiple women across the city. That's what some of their confrontations was about between him and the girlfriend. I mean, it was a lot that came out, but there was a lot of red flags where I still feel like someone in some front office should have gave a fuck and been like, yo, like, we need to sit him down, because he was just destructive. He was just not well and not in a good place. So I don't think the CTE helped, but when you're putting coke and different substances on top of it and you're not sleeping, you need some support that really only your coaches and people that are paying you can really sit down and say, like, yeah, you need to go sit down somewhere, go get your little EAP.
Yeah, and the only thing I can equate it to is in the military, where it's also this like we got to be super masculine. Behavioral health is you're a pussy, you're weak, and the last part of my career when I wasn't a medic anymore, and part of a mental health detachment was like trying to break down that stereotype. And yeah, the start of me podcasting came from that. But anyway, whatever. But yeah, like there are commanders out there who would rather have soldiers who are up and aggressive. Fuck if they beating their wives, fuck if they beating their kids, but are they ready and willing to go to the fight? And it's the same thing you see in the football field sometimes. We saw with Deshaun Watson. He ain't beating women, but he's assaulting women. And they gave this nigga the biggest fucking contract ever. I ain't got that NFL experience, but as far as the military goes, I got the experience where it's like commanders like, hey man, you shouldn't have this person up in the turret. You shouldn't have this person commanding a convoy, and fuck that. And then when people come back and they're fucked up decisions, everybody goes, well, where's mental health? And it's like, nigga, we came and told you that this nigga shouldn't be out there. And it goes back to you really, really, really need to, whether you making $40,000 as a soldier or $40 million as a motherfucking NFL player, you really need to check on like what's going on in someone's mental health. So I don't know, but I don't know. I just remember the story and it was very sad. So I don't know. It's very sad. I remember this shit because like you watching the TV, and you're like, wait a minute, this nigga driving where? He went here, then he went to the Chiefs facility and shot himself. It's very sad. It's something that could have been avoided. I mean, maybe like if you check in and, as Honey Buns is saying, you check in, you doing the right things, and listen to people who are like, fuck the amount of money we gonna make if this player is right. Mm-hmm. Fuck that. Can we keep this person, this human, right? So,
the only other remarkable story I think is before our time is the Joe Delaney story.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you want. You want to try to find that one?
The Joe Delaney. Was that
was so that is probably the saddest.
Had you heard that one before?
Had I heard it before? No, I hadn't.
You hadn't? Yeah.
Is that 37 right here?
That's Belcher still.
No. I said, is that 37 right here? My bad. I forgot. I skipped back too far. Hold on.
I don't know.
We'll play a little bit.
All pick that year. Though small in size and from a university not known for a strong athletic.
Yeah, I think that's him. Yep,
that's him.
Let me rewind back a little bit.
Took a behavior. Doctors are quick to point out that there are often other factors involved that might influence this type of behavior. The Chiefs took a chance on Joe Delaney in the 1981 NFL Draft, selecting the Northwestern University running back in the 41st overall pick that year. Though small in size and from a university not known for a strong athletics program at the time, Delaney was a star on the college field. He ran for more than 3,000 yards and 31 touchdowns. In the backfield for the Chiefs in his rookie year, Delaney ran for 1,121 yards on 234 carries and made it into the end zone 3 times. While his second season was limited to only 8 games due to a player's strike and eye surgery, Delaney nonetheless averaged nearly 50 rushing yards that season. On June 29, 1983, Delaney was with friends in a park in Monroe, Louisiana, when they heard someone screaming for help. In a nearby pond, 3 boys had gone under and were feared to be drowning. Despite not knowing how to swim, Delaney rushed into the pond, where he is believed to have saved the life of one boy.
In Monroe, Louisiana, late today, police said that a man identified as Joe Delaney, star running back for the Kansas City Chiefs, drowned trying to rescue a child.
When Delaney went back in,
So 80.
I do remember this.
I was about to say 83 is 81 is a little bit later than I thought it was. I knew it was before my time. I thought it was before I was born.
Before my time.
But
I don't remember
it's
this.
before. But yeah, I mean, you Anthony, you might.
Yeah, I was. Hey, I mean, real talk. Yeah, I was.
I'm joking.
Go ahead. What you saying, man?
No, I remember this. I remember in elementary school that this came out. I think I was in. I believe I was in 5th or 6th grade when I heard about this story about Joe Delaney. Okay, because I mean it was big down there in Louisiana.
Yeah. 83 shit. I'd have been probably in preschool. I don't remember it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I don't remember. I don't remember either. But this shit is sad.
Yeah.
Tragic.
Yeah, that's rough. That's a rough one.
So just tell you all the shit we had to climb through to get to this point. Man, we hit rock bottom. Yeah, man, we hit rock bottom. Because it was the Belcher. It was a Belcher situation and Cornell, and then he got dismissed after the season, and then that's when we went and got Andy Reid, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, Andy Reid came out
We had to hit rock bottom as an organization, and then we bounced up from there. So I don't know, maybe Washington football team will bounce back and they'll get Bieniemy as their guy.
No.
Can I rely on that theory as a Texans fan? We had to hit rock bottom.
You may not have hit. I mean, just because y'all in the running for #1 draft pick don't mean y'all hit rock bottom. I might not hit all the way. Dude, we had motherfucker kill his girlfriend to run to the stadium and off himself in front of the coach and the general manager.
Yeah,
that's rock fucking bottom, bro.
Yeah. But I think the Chiefs had the worst season that year too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean as far as the record.
Yeah, I guess like 2 games a year.
Yeah.
I said, I guess a nigga pulling his dick out in front of 25 women don't rate. So.
It's on the way down.
I don't know how the voodoo magic works out for that because that nigga got the biggest signing bonus for an NFL quarterback at that time. Shit. So I don't know how that works out for y'all. I don't know how reverse voodoo magic work.
And here's the thing, man. Y'all been dogging y'all coaches out since that situation happened.
Yeah.
Man, they never intended for any. They tanked that shit once he left, nigga. None of these coaches was meant to be here.
Because we was playing y'all in 2020. I was at that game, man.
I know.
So basically, y'all niggas is a big ass tax write off.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Moving on next to the next one. But but I didn't. And we didn't even get to the Britt Reed shit. I didn't realize there's a lot of shit going on, like the history with the Chiefs. I didn't realize that. Yeah, that's sad. But Super Bowl champs, baby. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this make you appreciate it that much more.
It does. I do.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
See, these little kids these days, they don't understand. They think this is every year we supposed to be in the bowl, man. They're like, they don't have no context for understanding this shit is rare.
I get it though. It's like my kids not because I didn't realize that like when the Twins like really started fucking with football, Michigan was like okay, but like we know it like Michigan like no, they supposed to be good.
Yeah, they're supposed to be perennial national championship.
Yeah, and so now they slowly getting back there. They're like, oh, Michigan they finally getting back. They finally good. And I was like, nah, they had a downturn. And they like, what you mean? And I'm like, I'm old.
Yeah.
Like literally, I'm old. Hit me, and I was like Nebraska, and they're like Nebraska, sorry, and I was like,
y'all have no idea.
I guess they sorry now, but them niggas ran the 90s.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Like
in
literally,
the 80s.
In the 80s.
like literally, running game because none of their quarterbacks could pass for shit. They ran the 80s and 90s. And yeah, we like you said, bro. Like it's like we getting a little. We're not old yet. We getting older.
Yeah, I felt old slipping off the goddamn stair.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did.
Nigga, did you need a life alert?
Bro, I'll tell you, I took one of them little bands, them little bands you work out with. You know what I'm saying? And I wrapped it around my shoulder and made myself a little fucking
makeshift sling.
My shit, bro.
If one of you niggas get over here with them motherfucking Jim Kelly motherfucking grips, nigga, cutting the podcast off, nigga. I'm done. I'm like, y'all, we kung fu watching fucking kung fu cinema old nigga. Nigga on here with them motherfucking grips.
Them Jim Kelly hand
Them Jim Kellys, nigga. Like, I don't know who you gotta fuck up in 2 months from now, but nigga, stop. All right. Yeah, this is the wrong thing I pulled up. We good. And here's this somewhat maybe non-black quarterback hugging his black ass dad.
I love you. Hey, I ain't never seen nothing like you. You different. You different. I love you. I love you to death, baby. Like, you know I do. Oh, God. Damn you. Yes!
I love it.
Can't nobody tell me that Patrick Mahomes ain't black.
Right?
Yeah, but I think I know we had a discussion before on the podcast. Like it probably wasn't under the Brothers Breaking Bread banner when we started talking about biracial and how you feel, and I think we got into Joe Jeff talking about how he feels and how he has been made to feel as a product of a biracial marriage. You know what I'm saying? And it's like America is like, okay, you over there, until it's like, oh, you doing something good? Nah, you ain't black. But we talked about on the show, and I don't know. It's weird. America makes these rules for black people, and they say if you got a drop of black in you black. And then America also says, oh, you good? Nah, you're not black no more.
Transcend.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, nigga, sidebar, nigga. Oh, go ahead.
I feel like in the culture, like even amongst black people, we were like, oh, he's not as black as. We were comparing the black as. He's not as black as Jalen because Jalen is, is this, he's that, he's the third, he's married to a black woman, he pledged Divine Nine, da-da-da-da. So, I mean, I cannot imagine. I think this moment shows like the pressure of not just the game, but the pressure of being who he is in this moment. And when he was just in his father's arms, he was just Patrick, just a son to a father. It was I don't know if that moment was supposed to be shared, but I'm glad it was, because it's more than just a game. I mean, this man is being critiqued. Only thing I didn't like was that, he left about that porta potty and got to touching on people. But outside of that, he good in my book. I don't know. I feel for him. Because that's a lot of pressure for someone his age.
And I feel for him too. And agree. And I'm not taking nothing away from his mama. So if it's like we're going to make these new rules in America where just say we biracial or whatever. But America has never been that way. It's only been that way when a person from a biracial relationship achieves something. Then we say, oh, no. He ain't black. Because I didn't hear nothing about his mama when he was at Texas Tech. When we got our asses kicked in the last Super Bowl we was in, I didn't hear nothing about his mama. But when soon as somebody said the first time it's going to be two black quarterbacks playing in the Super Bowl, hey, hold on now. Is he really black?
Yeah, that was disappointing. That was really disappointing.
Yes, sir.
That's why I don't know. That's why motherfuckers been touching my hair for fucking decades.
And I didn't want to bring
otherwise motherfuckers, man. Fuck y'all.
Shit.
Hey, sidebar, nigga. These motherfuckers be listening, bro. Nigga, I just had a notification come up on my motherfucking screen from Facebook that said Tom Brady supports Patrick Mahomes' parade behavior.
Well, yeah, because Tom Brady was drunk throwing his Super Bowl trophy across
boats,
lakes and boats and shit, or wherever they was at, the little inlets to go into the homes where they were having a parade at. Yeah.
Tom Brady would just stick to posting them thirst traps and mind his business.
Yeah, but back to the thing is like black people ain't never wanted to people act like black people want to exclude whatever, whether it be you have a white mother, a fucking Mexican mother, this and that. But we have grown up. What we talked about on the show is in America, if you got a black parent anywhere, you black. That's what we've been taught. In somewhere, some way, I don't know if it was Tiger, I don't know what it was, what happened, I don't know what the breaking point was, but it was like there is black excellence out there, or people who come from biracial marriages who still do great things. And now all of a sudden, you're like, you know what? We got to change the rules. And I don't understand all of a sudden why it's laughable. Like, it's like, oh, no. We got to pay homage to this, and that. And it's like, but niggas been trying to bring everybody into the church of nigginess or blackness. We want to be, we ain't never want to exclude nobody.
Never.
I ain't never been no black church where everybody can't come in.
I don't know, bro.
Wait, what?
Okay, there is one black.
I don't know, bro. I think there are black people out there that want to be like. I think it's human nature. I think motherfuckers want to otherize people. You know what I'm saying?
No. I'll say that too. Though there are black people out there who also have leaned in and saying that Patrick Mahomes ain't black.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Well, but I mean,
think
even within our own culture, we have colorism. And that is how we, so colorism is a form of another ism. And then we look at types, fluffy, plus size, straight size. So there's always going to be an ism.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think that for the majority of it, black people, for the most part, fall into this category of we have been overall accepting of.
We accepting, but we traumatizing as fuck too. Like we gonna accept you, and we gonna talk shit about you.
Yeah, we traumatized too, but we also talk shit about the same uncle who won't stop smoking crack.
This is us.
That's what we do. We talk shit.
Uh-huh.
And I hear what Joe's saying too. There are niggas out there who are also on that shit too. They on the outside of it. But as far as the niggas I fuck with, Joe gonna be black. I don't give a fuck. You can bring his white mama here, watching Fox News, blah, 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 blah. Joe going to be a nigga to me. And when Joe say nigga to me, I don't feel no kind of way about it because America told me Joe's a nigga.
All right.
I don't
Joe
care.
Told you Joe's a nigga.
And Joe is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, is he Tiger Woods? Is he motherfucking fucking Patrick Mahomes? No, because my nigga Joe took upon the field to teach children to do things, and he knew that he would never be. I'm gonna be blasted out in social media because I took on the field that's not appreciated. Mm-hmm. He's still a nigga to me. And y'all know me, when I say you my nigga, I feel that shit. I feel that shit. You family. Joe gonna be a nigga. And maybe one day Joe gonna win the motherfucking Powerball, and then America will say, no, Joe is a white man now. And I'm like, Joe gonna tell you he a nigga. Joe gonna say, I'm gonna need my nigga Roger to play the unedited tapes from these recordings to let you know how much of a nigga I am. I'm gonna need my nigga Roger to play the tapes of the shows that we didn't push out onto the public because it was too much nigga.
That nigga Joe gonna win that motherfucking lottery and be smoking on one of them Joe Burrows.
Them Joe Burrows. But also, it wasn't because I know we gotta get out of here. It's not lost on me that you got Kelce and his brother Jason, right? Mm-hmm. Out here, they mama out there, but we ain't got the MAGA mom. You telling me that Patrick Mahomes is black? You showing me his black ass? You tell me, my bad, Patrick Mahomes isn't black, but you keep showing me his black ass daddy while hiding his MAGA ass mama.
Is she MAGA? She
is MAGA.
She probably is.
She don't know. Ain't no probably she is.
Yeah,
I would bring the receipts for that shit. So it ain't lost on me that in this season of fucking Super Bowls and mamas and hiding the Kelce boys as daddy, that nigga still alive. But you got us debating about Patrick Mahomes being black while showing his black ass daddy behind his conservative ass mama. It ain't lost on me. You know why she hiding? Because she know that nigga black. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. America's wild. I hope Joe blow up and fucking goes and like digs in and goes deeper into politics and that shit, because that nigga got the mouth for it, he got the knowledge for it, and when they be like, he ain't black, and I'm like, that's my nigga.
Nigga blacker than Van Jones.
I'll be like, I hear what y'all saying, but that's my nigga.
Right. I might be blacker than Van Jones though. That might be.
He way blacker. He might be lighter than, but he blacker than Van Jones will ever be. But that's one of them nuances that white people will never get. That's why we got a problem.
Straight up.
Yep. So, all right. Off of my soapbox. I don't know. I thought about this whole shit about Patrick Mahomes. I just thought about you, bro, and it was just like, Patty ain't never said nothing. You keep showing me his black ass daddy, but you want me to believe that he ain't black. But at the same point in time, you appoint certain degrees of paper bags and all this other shit that we had to deal with for centuries. Mm-hmm. And it's like, come on, man, what is it? And I don't know the last time I had to debate a white man about Tiger Woods. Is it because he ain't great no more? Or he just stopped being white all of a sudden? Or Calabinasian, whatever the fuck he was.
Yeah, that's a question.
Yeah.
That's a question.
It's the question.
I don't know.
Like, once we stop being great, they stop fucking with us. So, man, fuck y'all. Y'all niggas till y'all die. Let's go.
I mean, so, I don't know. I'm fucked up.
Go ahead.
There's something wrong with me. I want you to let you know right now, there's something wrong with me. I saw these black people walking around in Kelce jerseys at the parade, and I was like, kind of get a little side eye. I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I can do that.
You want them? Like, wait a minute.
Like, I love it. I love Travis Kelce. He appropriates a lot.
He do be appropriating.
He appropriates a lot.
He does.
He fucks with black women.
Yes, he does.
Not only do he fucks with black women, he fucks black women.
And so the thing, so like,
and black women be sidestepping that too. They're appropriating. But,
he would dance. Oh man, he got a little soul. You know what I'm saying? Like in the early days of his career, when Alex was still there, and you go, all right, this brother got a little soul. Okay, got it. But this year he's done the podcast with his brother, and you see his brother is white. And he's like black white.
but also same point in time though, and this is bad for us. That already put out. He had them troubles when he was in Cincinnati on the football team. Was he hanging out with too many niggas?
But I'm saying like they grew up in the same household.
Yep.
They only like 2 years apart.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. They were on the same college football team.
Yep.
How did Jason Kelce become Jason? And that's Trav. You know, I don't know. Like, I don't get it. I don't know. I appreciate him. I love to watch dude play. I don't know if I can rock a jersey though. I just can't stand behind it. Everything is. But I like him. I like him.
You think they should be supporting different players on the team, or just are you giving him a strong side eye because of how he appropriates the culture?
All I'm saying is
off of the culture.
All I'm saying, I would say this: that Travis Kelce's position player room probably had more niggas in it than Jason Kelce's position player room.
Yeah, that is true. Probably all facts. That's probably true. Just all facts. Probably true.
And so Travis held on to the position player group and never let go.
But shit, he started out as a quarterback. I don't know.
Well, I mean, he did, but then I think he did start off as that. Then he got kicked off the team and came back as a tight end.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate him immensely. I think he is a gregarious dude. I think he is surefire Hall of Famer, and he keeps going at this trajectory. He may be the greatest tight end we've ever seen. I just be like, this nigga is.
But hold on, Joe.
He be shucking the jive a little too much for me, bro. I mean,
but hold on, though.
You don't think that's the character, though?
It's a problem. If you're doing the character, why the fuck are you doing the character? Is that what you think black people are?
I think he thinks that's what's gonna get him paid and attention.
I hear what you're saying. I think to me, it comes off more like some WWF shit.
I think he was much more
Roman
reserved.
Reigns like.
But also, I'm saying, what nigga getting a Bud Light chain, a Bud Light iced out chain? That's white boy move to me. Like, it's like I was in the position player group meeting, but then I didn't stay for the final exam. Cause we like he's like, I know niggas like ice, and then he was like, you know what? I'm getting the Bud Light iced out chain. And niggas was like, wait a minute. No, we ain't getting fucking cases of Bud Light for the crib, nigga. What we doing? I hear you. I just don't know.
Is he being authentic?
No, I don't believe so. I do not believe that is his authentic presentation at all.
I agree. I mean, but I don't know.
Hey, if you portray a character for long enough, at some point you start to believe your own lie.
I'm talking about 10 years ago when he started out with us, and a nigga would dance after you get a touchdown. I'm like, that nigga smooth.
But here's my thing.
So
it's
gotta be something to it. Like, he's got to have something to it.
I don't think it's totally fake. Is that his roots? No, obviously not. You seen his mama, you see his brother, but I definitely think he has.
Too,
I definitely think like maybe he's just one of them white dudes that fucks with black culture.
Hey man, everybody has a turning point. We just talked about what Clarence Thomas's turning point was. What was his? You know what I'm saying?
It's obviously black pussy, and Clarence's turning point was white pussy. And here we are.
That's all that's it.
Pussy's very powerful on both spectrums.
Sure enough.
I'll be the first to admit it. I've done some dumb shit for some pussy, and I think every nigga here has. There we go. And thank you for breaking bread with your brothers. My bad. I have taken no dose and drove in like 5 hours in the middle of the night as a motherfucking 21-year-old nigga with some pussy. So,
damn.
Yep.
Sorry. And that was probably the least thing I done with pussy. Anyway,
I mean, Trav, you are welcome on the podcast, man. I fully appreciate you. We can have that conversation. We can do that. Let's have that conversation, Travis.
Let's have that conversation, Travis.
Come on, show. Let's have that conversation.
Don't be scared, nigga. I mean, a white man, you can't come on the show and say nigga.
He won't. He knows better. He is enough immersed in the culture. He knows not to do that.
Yeah. And you bigger than us and maybe stronger than us. But you ain't stronger than these bullets I got in my gun in my closet, nigga. So
let's not threaten the future guest after your SNL show. Come on and unpack.
No, I'm not threatening. I'm just letting them. I'm setting the boundary.
You know what you right. You said the expectation.
This is the perimeter.
This is here. We don't care.
Can't 8. We got the gun line, boss.
We ain't no fence. We got the gun line, boss. Yep. Boss said he ain't worried about your meteorological assessment. Anyway, my bad. You know what? Fuck it. The world is burning. There's something happening in fucking East Palestine. And I thought it was fake news because I thought white people was trying to let me know that somewhere in Palestine, in the East, something is burning. And then they said Ohio, and I was like, oh, that's bad. So we about to die. All that said, love the people you love, fuck with the people you fuck with, and everybody else ain't worth your time, man. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Anybody got any caveats?
No,
Either
sir.
out.
I just want to say, I know we had a article in the beginning of this. Please still vote in your midterms, please. I know some weird rule might come that says fuck what you voted for, but please vote. That is a diehard of this podcast. Mental health and voting, because you would never believe how intertwined they are. Please do it. Anyway, after that, Honey Buns, Slim AC, 10 meters, half of the Brothers of Doom, Joe Jeff, Casey Stark here, Triple B, Brothers of Breaking Bread. Never, ever miss a moment to break bread with your brothers and sisters. Also, vote niggas, drink water. We out.
Sweat, blood, and tears, 52 weeks a year just to. I got my eyes on the prize like Mike. In his prime, I'm shaking hands with the ref. Yo, there's no seconds left. Guess I got my shorty in the stands and the trophy in my hands. You know why? Yo, embrace this. Y'all need to take shifts, retrace clips, and study how me and Jay flip. Don't say shit if you ain't stomping with the big dogs. I'm pissed off. Niggas is frontin' to get they shit off. It's ripped off. Y'all ain't coming with the original material. All I hear from you is about material possessions. And that's cool if you possess them, but y'all fools are only a payment from repossession. I write a check, man, and it's paid for. No need to say more. I'm the nigga they paid for. I'm doing great, dog. Y'all niggas laid off. I'm paid vacations. Y'all can't get a day off.
the fandom of Rihanna does not come down upon our spirits because we did the damn thing, sis. That's all we gotta say.
All right.
4 months pregnant with a 9-month-old at the house.
I feel you. It's like when a nigga play hurt, I go, you play hurt, I'm gonna equate you on playing hurt. So as a motherfucker who got on stage pregnant, she did okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you want me to say? She did okay. It wasn't like the best thing ever. No, it was.
No. I wasn't expecting the best thing ever either.
I feel you.
All right, I'm gonna holler at you because I gotta get up in 3 hours. Peace.
All right. Peace, homie. We appreciate it.
Y'all have a good night, though.
Oh, what was that? We got you leaving. I love Rihanna.
Yeah, no. We unpacked it. I love Rihanna. She did a good job. She didn't get paid, and she's none of the halftime.
So is Prince still 78?
You know who unpacked it is Rocky. ASAP Rocky is out there unpacking.
He may have packed it in more.
Literally and figuratively.
He may have packed it in more, judging by that belly.
You just got home. So what, he was looking at the counter like, what day you said we can get back at it?
Yeah, they didn't do the interbirth spacing in 18 months that we would prefer as doulas, but at the end of the day, she's young, she's vital, she looked great. She did a decent performance. I thought it was real symbolic, The little white things was the little ASAPs, and she was the egg carrying the child.
According to the Republicans, she was an all red. She was a Satan. She was Satan, and those are demons or angels or demon angels. I don't know. It's hard to keep up on Twitter sometimes.
I didn't.
She was wearing red. She's wearing Chiefs red, talking about we're gonna run this town tonight. That's all I know.
That's all I took out from it.
All right.
That's all that's.
Actually, I thought all them niggas
we gonna run this town tonight.
Actually, I thought all them niggas in white looked like Arctic snow monkeys. I was stuck on that.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
And I was like, when someone said they little sperms, and I was like, I guess I'm still stuck on Arctic snow monkeys.
No, they were little sperm.
I get it now. They were little sperm. Once I figured out she was pregnant, I was like, she's okay. But I was like, this is a little.
Was that intentional?
What?
The sperm reference there? Was that what she was trying to do?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think she was being satirical about the whole situation because people were thinking that she was gonna come back and be like, Rihanna of. Because she hasn't performed for 16 years, so they thought it was gonna be 10 years ago, Rihanna. And no, she's like, I'm a mother. I got a man at the house that can't keep his hands off of me. I got another one in me. Y'all gonna catch these ballads, and I'm gonna walk around elevated like some Super Mario Brothers type shit, and we're gonna get this show done.
Yeah, that's.
And she did that.
Because once I figured out she was like, I was like, she's rubbing the belly, and I was like, is she pregnant? She might be pregnant. And then I was like, what's up with these little Arctic snow monkey niggas? But I'm slow. And I was drunk at that point in time, so there we go.
Oh, yeah, it didn't hit me until, I don't know. Yeah. After halftime, I was too busy worried about Patrick looking like he was going to vomit in the hallway trying to get to the locker room, go get his ankle worked on.
That was too. All right, then, beautiful people.
Good show tonight, fellas.
Holla.
Holla. All right, out.
Break bread with your brothers whenever possible.